Yeah, so I'm gonna have the file, and I'll be able to like send it to you afterwards. So that works.
Appreciate it, bro. So yeah, so let's restart this over.
Appreciate you. Right. We're recording now. Yeah.
Facts.
I don't push a Benz. I don't got a lot of hoes. I don't got no M's.
Wait, like, where was you at mentally? Like, what was the thought process behind you producing this beat? Like, did you do anything different? Was it like, did it take a little bit longer?
I feel like it did take me longer. I feel like the main thing that drove me was like, it's no way he's not gonna fuck with this beat. Like, I think that was really just in my mind. Like not that you didn't like the other ones, but I felt like in my mind, I was like, all right, like I felt like the underdog. I don't know. Maybe I put myself in the shoes or something. I don't know. Even on the beat, like it's like
Yeah.
it just makes you like just I don't know. I just put me in a zone where I'm like, all right, this beat gotta just be like hard and like strong, like making a statement. I think that's kind of I don't know if we talked like after the first two or something, but I think maybe that was on my mind. Like, okay, this has to be something that's like gonna make a statement or whatever. And I actually, it's funny because I told you I think I was recording like when I was starting the beat. It's actually like not the best footage because I used my webcam and I didn't know how to set it up or whatever. But it's funny. I'm like watching it. I'm like, I just got my headband on. I don't even got on no shirt. I'm just over here making the beat. I'm like, yo, I must have really. And it was like early. It was like 11 a.m. or something. So I feel like I must have woke up and been like, nah. Like, all right, I'm about to make this beat pretty much. And that's like how it came out like that. And I feel like you could hear it. And that's what I felt like when I sent it. I'm like, yo, there's no way he can't like rock with this because I'm over here like, yo, like, all right, this is even for me, I felt like, all right, this is it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And it's funny, I feel like the underdog mentality is the same thing. Like, I do so many different things, and I feel like when I enter that quote unquote realm or ring, and there's a bunch of champions around, people who've been doing it a long time frame, I'm always the underdog. You know, even when I felt like I was in Georgia, you know, streaming VA, everybody, you know, talking about zone 6 or this and that. I'm like, VA the way, Virginia, like it was just like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
We talk about Atlanta.
Yeah. So, I already remember I told you from that first performance I seen when you came up to the joint, you had your back turned, you started the joint, it was like some like tribal, like for real, like you turned around, start performing, like, wait, who is this? And I think like at the end of your performance, you said you was from VA, and I was like, oh, I gotta like, you know what I'm saying, connect with this dude for sure. Cause
definitely. And that's kind of how it been, bro. So you know, fast forward to, you know, early last year, you know, COVID hit and became like, you know, a pandemic, and it was crazy. I started to work on my EP at the time. So this EP was called Wake Up Call. So I'm working on a project, you know, getting records and stuff together. And it was the first project where kind of like I was forced, I guess you can say, I was forced to kind of talk about some of the stuff that was going on. Like I didn't want to, you know, create the typical songs. So I started to create all these different records, and when it came out, I was like, man, I was truly happy. And it was really one of those moments where I was like, man, it really led me to start to, like I said, jumping on that Virginia path and wanting to kind of collaborate and do more. And I was like, man, all right, if I go down this path, like I know collaboration is going to be heavy, like it's going to be heavily a part of whatever I'm doing. And not to try to say I haven't collaborated in the past, I have on a major scale. It was just never, I guess, going back to Virginia, it wasn't that many Virginia creators a part of it. You know, it was probably the ones or twos that I worked with, you know, Zaylee, shout out to my bro, Folly Cortez, just those two individuals, you know, like family. So fast forward to the end of last year, it was like, okay, cool. I want to start working on this project. And I think a few times I was already talking, because I know this is right after the festival, because even during the festival, you kind of surprised me, because I was in a mindset of you're going to be performing. Like when I first saw you, you was an artist. You know, you was rapping.
When you did Create the Wave Fest.
Create the Wave Fest. So when you came on and you was like, hey, I'm going to be actually producing, I'm like, huh? I'm thinking this dude like rap.
Yeah, that's so crazy that you say that, because it's like I feel like even for myself, I'm still getting used to people like coming to me for beats, like, you know what I'm saying, looking for beats. But I love it. And even with what you said, I think that's dope, because, you know, for myself, I feel like I obviously I was an artist, and I still am, but it's like I'm more focused on producing. But the fact that y'all will go and find a beat on the internet and be like, all right, let me like see if I can connect with somebody I know and get them to remake this beat, versus like everybody else would just, all right, I'm gonna just buy the beat from this random person on YouTube that I will never talk to in my life. And it's like a whole different, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different exchange of energy when it's like, nah, like, you know, the person, like just literally yesterday, I pull up, it's somebody performing. It was my first time really seeing somebody perform to one of my beats. And it's like, dang, this is a crazy feeling, you know what I'm saying? And just being able to feel a part of everything that was going on, having her be able to introduce me to people. And, you know, it's like we can mutually benefit each other, you know what I'm saying? Because we had that connection. So I think that's super dope that you have that initiative to be like, I'm not just gonna buy the beat off YouTube like everybody else. I'm gonna like connect with people and work that way.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely kind of like what I've been trying to really push, because like you just say, it's really easy to just find a beat and be like, you know what, I want to just go ahead and just buy this. Not to try to say I'm pretty sure you as an artist, you've done it before. I've done it. It makes it simpler, because let's be honest, and I'm pretty sure you probably experienced this as well. It got to a point with me where it was just like some of the people I was trying to work with, either one wasn't really trying to be versatile and kind of create different sounds that I was really looking for, or two, you know, just the dynamic change, you know, and it was just like really was a communication process. Like, hey, you know, I'm working on this project, you know, I'm trying to get you to do X, Y, and Z. And it was just like, you know, constantly having to try to get people to be a part of it. You know, it became like a hassle. So when you have that on one hand, then it's like, I can just go buy a beat and it's like no hassle. Normally you may take that route. But it's definitely one of
Yeah, I could see the song. Everybody don't want to go through that like process, because I mean, even with us, it's like I sent you like 2 beats at first, and you was like, that's not exactly what I was looking for. And it's like, you know, I took that as like, all right, cool. Like I took it as a challenge personally. Like, all right, let me see. Not even as a challenge, honestly, like an opportunity. Like, let me see what I can do. Like, all right, cool. All right, these on it. I know I could make something doper too. And I feel like that beat was like one of the best beats I made, like, because I felt like that, like, all right, nah, like this shit about to be hard now, like, for real. So, you know, everybody ain't up for that challenge though, or they not up for that, you know, like, I don't know, process, man. I don't know. You know, I can't speak for other people and what they want. So
and it came out dope, bro. And that's one thing I do appreciate when it came to working with you, was like that. I guess you can say that mindset of like, okay, cool. All right, let's keep going to the drawing board until we come out, you know, where it needs to be at. Because at the end of the day,
you're right. It was like something else. It was on a first beat, like a one beat that you like, dang, the one that I made on the Zoom,
yeah, that was what it was. And you know what's crazy? Like and that's the beauty of this too. Like I made records with those beats. It wasn't just like they came. I made records. Even, man, I got this record even with Zaylee. Like we was going at it. It was just where I wanted for Underdog. I was like, okay, that's going to be for this. Like that's perfect for this vibe. But I was like, that's not for Underdog. So when the Underdog beat finally came, and I'm like going back and forth, I'm like, that's where I was trying to be at. Right? That's where I needed to be at right there. Like, and it was, you know, it was perfect. And it was a wrap from there though. But just to get on that, so fast forward, you know, so back in 2018, I released a project called Grant, which is my actual government last name. And this project, I had like a bunch of actually, I think I had 8 features or 7 features up there. It was something crazy. It was 10 songs. But a lot of the production, like I said, was coming from either people I knew, or it was a lot of like internet shit. So for Grant to me was like it was really like a trial and error, because I was like, all right, cool, I'm about to put out. It was really kind of my first project that hit streaming platform, because before then, my first project solo out of a group was called Loner Trials, but it was like on SoundCloud or something. So Grant was like the experiment So I do this project, I get a bunch of features on it, and I end up shooting a actual film. It was a short film connected to it, and then I had this thing called Grant 444, which is like 4 throwaway songs. So this does pretty well, and then fast forward to everything else I'm doing. So end of 2020, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I really want to work on another. Like I kind of want to do because I'm a real big fan of Wayne, and I love the Carter series. Been listening to it since I was young. So I was like, man, I want something like that for myself. Like I want kind of like a series of projects. And I was like, it'll be dope to kind of have that, just because I am inspired a lot by the stuff that he's done in the past. I was like, I really want to constantly keep that, that chapter going. But I was like, I want to evolve every time. Like, I don't want to just, as for me, and I always say this, like, the creation process of making a song is really easy. Like, I can make songs. Like, that's not the problem. The issue is wanting to, I guess you can say, tap into a different mode, a different lane, but also just like expand upon the previous version. So for me, Grant 1 was more so like features and stuff like that. And then you get Grant 2, which is like, it's really based off of production. Right? It's like me focusing a lot on wanting to build, like you said, better relationships and more relationships with producers that I've never worked with before, but also they kind of all are in their own realm. Like it's like, and it's different. So when I was creating all the records, Underdog was already realized, which I know you possibly don't know, but Underdog was going to be my single. I was like, all right, cool. This is going to be the very first single that I released from this Grant 2 project. So I was like, I have to, whoever attached to it have to be from Virginia. That was like the first thing.
That's like, dang, that's an honor, bro. Like for sure. Like
definitely, bro. And the record and stuff, I'm going through it, like you just said. I found it on YouTube, and it was a J. Cole's like type of beat or something. Yeah. And I remember, like you just said, just sending you. I was at the time, I didn't necessarily send you that beat. It was other beats around it. Because I think when we first started talking, I was like, you was like, hey, let me see the beat. I was like, man, I forgot the name. I forgot like the link. But I was like, there's some stuff that was kind of like similar. So I started sending you stuff. And then like you just said, you was just kind of constantly feeding me. Which to me was like, just like how you said it was a challenge for you, it was a challenge for me too. Because it was like, you was like, what's this one? I'm like, okay, no, I make that song for that, but that ain't it. Okay, another one though. You like this one? I'm like, I make another record. That ain't what it was. And you like another one? I'm like, damn, you were just constantly just coming, bro.
That's funny because it's funny that you even say that, like, because with the whole underdog mentality, it's like, I mean, I look at myself that way, where it's like to the point that it's funny. Even me and London was talking earlier, and like I was telling her, I feel like I should be more confident, like, in myself, and it's like. But I look at myself as an underdog, and I like looking at myself as an underdog. Like, and I root for the underdog whenever I'm watching sports or whatever. I want to see people come back. Like, I think it's like, even just that whole idea is powerful. So it was like, all right, like for me, like you said, some people, they might take that like, all right, well, I don't know what's up with this nigga. He don't like the beats, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might see it that way, but it's like, I'm glad you did that for real. And I was on the phone. I was just telling my girl, like, I'm glad that like you kind of gave me that, like almost like a commission like piece or whatever. Like, look, this is like exactly what I'm looking for right here. Cause that was my first time really, really doing that. You know what I'm saying? Being like, okay, like here is like the reference, and it's like the song is there. It just needs the beat. I don't think I ever did that before. So that was my first experience doing this. I appreciate you, like everything for real, bro. Like respect.
Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. For real, man. For real, bro. It was a crazy process of getting it together. Not from your end, on my end, because I think I told you about my hard drive, right?
Oh no, there was one. Yeah, at one point you said there was something going on with your hard drive, and I remember I was like,
yeah, man.
Lose, like.
So what happened was when you first sent me the beat, I started recording the record just to kind of just get a taste of it. I'm all right, cool, this is perfect. This is when I said, all right, everything is good. I started recording the record, and I think a week after recording the record, my hard drive crashed. So I went like 4 months going through different companies trying to get all my files recovered. and I wasn't able to get no fouls recovered. So like I was like in a slump for like, man, like really I feel like September it hit me the hardest. Like I was kind of like, I'm saying, over a lot of shit because I was planning so much, that I was trying to do before the actual project. And it was like, there was multiple times I went to Atlanta to shoot videos, like I said, records, like sessions, a lot of session files, bro. All this shit is just, gone. So for me, it was just like, I did all that stuff for nothing, so I was in the mode of like, man, fuck it, like I'm not even gonna focus. So talking to my girl, talking to Zay, and I'm just like, man, they both just kind of giving me advice like, yo, look, yeah, this shit happened, bro, but at the end of the day, you trying to do X, Y, and Z. So it's like, it's basically giving me encouragement to say, hey, we can't do nothing for you, but it's like, we know you can recreate or do it better. And it's funny because right after that, I recently was in LA and I know we were supposed to have linked up.
Yeah, we had that whole situation. Yeah.
But go down there and record the record in the studio and it comes out 10 times even better. I'm pushing bands. I don't got a lot of no hands, but I got a heart to go. I just wanna live and bring a couple wins on, prove it to the world that you can make it as an underdog. Be yourself, underdog. Trying to get it, y'all.
Underdog, yeah. Yeah, that's out of there. Yeah, that's out of there. Yeah. I need to get some placements, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, nah, bro. Nah, we need that in Madden or something. Like, we need that in the next Madden, like, for sure. Like,
yo, man.
We need some placements.
That's what I'm saying.
For sure. That's like a...
No, Madden 2K.
Yo, like, it's crazy because you playing it, it reminded, that was another thing I will say. I was saying, because you sent me that reference, I was saying that while I was making it, like, underdog. I ain't know all the words, but I'm just underdog. Like, I was saying that to myself while I was doing it. So it's like, that's just dope to hear it, like, come back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Definitely, man. That's why I was like, when we was in the studio, bro, I was damn near jumping off the couches. Like, he was just in that shit, playing that shit, just doing. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. Zaylee and that, she like, yo, like this is, and I got her on the, she's a little bit on the hook or whatever, like doing like some background stuff. Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna be a cool thing, bro. But man, like we got.
Bro, I already just like the energy of the track that I'm hearing. I'm like, yeah, I gotta hear this song. Like, I gotta hear it, out my speakers clean. You know what I'm saying? You know how we are.
Yeah.
I could need that clean listen, but I'm loving what I'm hearing so far, bro. I especially love that switch up on the. It's like it's like you blow up, like that joint is like so hard. Like, yeah, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Man, thanks, bro. Thanks a lot, dog. Like, I definitely wanted to do something, and I think it's crazy where I feel like it's normally for myself, I can honestly say, like, from a production standpoint, it's really rare to me to really get production where it's just like I'm really able to kind of like sync my voice to the beat so well. You feel me? Like, I think it's like one of those, like, a rare occasions. I feel like this is one of those beats for me where I feel like I'm able to really sync my voice, and it's like everything sound one, like it's like one instrument, bro. So, like I said, you literally said you was up for a challenge.
Yeah,
you went crazy.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Like for real, because like I said, this is still, like you said, when you first met me, you knew me as an artist. So being a producer is still like new to me. It's like my new passion, but it's like, to have like moments like this is like I don't ever want to take something like this for granted, bro. So like, again, like, thank you for real. And I can't wait to, what I'm saying? Like I said, hear the final version and then let people hear it. Cause like I said, I feel like that's the message. Like, first of all, it's a powerful message. You like, I don't got a lot of cars. I don't got a lot of clothes. I don't got a lot of women, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I can still succeed. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I got a heart of gold. It's like a lot of people relate to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I just had a chance, all I need is a chance and I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people can relate to that. and just the feeling of the song is like I said, like I mean I said it as a joke, but it's like, nah, that need to be placed somewhere, Madden and movies, some commercials, like Underdog. Like, I could hear a whole crowd of people saying that, but just, you know what I'm saying, like going crazy. So yeah,
man. So definitely, bro. I think we did something special there. First record, like I said, I'm gonna be releasing that first song from the project, man. Just so people, as soon as they hear it, they be like, "Whoa, they on some different level right now." Like, first of all, who produced the record, and when can we hear more? Because, like I said, bro, you definitely did an amazing job, man. Like I said, I want to thank you too. I know you got to get ready for your session. I want to thank you for coming up here. Like I said, this is a little producer documentary I'm putting together called a Grant Producer Documentary. It's going to be possibly like 3 or 4 producers. You were the very first one I wanted to do this with. And I'm truly grateful to actually have you up here. And I'm truly grateful to have you a part of this Grant 2 project.